The features page is a beast and has lots of feature sections, so we'll go through these as quickly as we can so this video isn't super long. So go ahead and look at the CSS here for features. Our first feature, our first couple are going to be somewhat similar. They're both going to have the box shadows here going around both columns, and then they're also going to have, this one has this S-Fly feature 1, column 1, this guy has a margin right of -25. This one has margin left -25, and it goes down 75 pixels. And then on tablet, those margins are going to get zeroed out so that they just stack like so. And then it looks like at 600 pixels, this 400 minimum height goes down to 300, like that. And that's pretty much what's happening on this second one too. Yep, that's what's happening on this guy too. Just doing that, and we're also doing the column switch there, which is nice. And then let's actually let's put this guy right here and this guy right here, and we'll just keep going down. So feature 3 and 4, we're just doing the box shadow there, the box shadow on this guy as well for feature 4, and feature 5 has a box shadow. Oh, inset. Feature 5 has an inset box shadow here. I'm going to go ahead and take that off and show you what's up with that. So on the column, I believe on the column, oh, Parallax BG. On the Parallax BG, they have this box shadow there. So you can kind of see how it, if you don't like it, you can just say box, you can override it and say box shadow none. Or you can leave it on, but you can kind of see what it does here. I'll turn up the color real quick so you can kind of see. So it's just helping separate those out. And then 6, 7, and 8, there's nothing there. All these guys here, these bottom guys, let's go ahead and edit. Let's go ahead and look at this in the Visual Builder. What's happening here is we're giving a background gradient, and this is the bottom part of the gradient there. Same with this here. So I'll go ahead and check that out. So we'll try this one, for example. If we go into the background, you'll see here's our black gradient down here, and that's this guy down at the bottom. And if we mess with the start position, you can see that's going to raise up and raise down. So you can move that wherever you wanted. But I chose 80. It seemed to work pretty good right there. So yeah. Yep. And the same thing there with that guy. Moving on. Actually, make this guy smaller here. Just a little. There we go. Feature 10. Let me see where feature 10 is. Might be this guy. It's feature 9. Feature 10 is down here. Okay. So feature 9 is just all done in the Visual Builder. It's got a background gradient here over the image, and then the top part of the gradient is transparent. The bottom is somewhat transparent with the start position, and then this floating box here. And then down here on 11, we're setting the margins on tablet to match. Let me go down here to match. So all of them are 75. Usually the row, the one here between these, the first 3, usually this would be less than this space, like 30. But I wanted them all to match, so I put them all at 75. So that's feature 10. Feature 11 is going to have the same kind of deal. Feature 11 should be these guys here. It's going to have the same kind of deal. And then feature 12, I'm telling the blurbs to scooch over a bit. Let's see here. Or padding left. Feature 12. Here we go. Feature 12, blur position left. And then the container. There, so I'm giving that padding right there that you see, the space in between here. I'm pushing, giving a little more space, pushing this content over to give this icon more breathing room right here. That's what's going on there. Same thing in number 13 here, in this spot here. I think that looks really nice. 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. 18 is going to have a box shadow around this square. It's barely visible, but it's there. Same with 19. And again, these blocks here are done with the gradient. So let me go down to that one here. This guy right here. Background gradient, you can see right here. And if I change the gradient direction, then we could even, do some fun things like that. That could be pretty cool. But I'll leave it as is for now. And then 20 here, we're just setting the height again, the min height and of the two of when they stack. Like this. Which might not be needed since there's content in there. Depending on how much content there is, you might want to adjust that. And then lastly, we're just adding some margin bottom here to these columns for 22 at 980. So let's go ahead and see 980. Yeah, right up in here. I was trying to add a little bit of spacing. There we go, like that. I think that looks pretty cool. And that's it for the features. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But most everything else is inside the builder. This is another background gradient trick. And yeah, same here, background gradient. Cool. All right, on the next video.